You know what? I was thinking to myself, I said, self, I have to create my own Epstein files because y'all are so gullible. I bet if I create my own Epstein files and put all of these Sharpie black magic markers just redacting stuff that probably is not really even there, you guys would buy it. That's how gullible you guys are. Believe anything that anybody tell you. My question is, where were these Epstein files? The ones they just recently released? Where were they during the Biden administration? Biden and Kamala Harris, remember, they had the White House, they had the Senate. Remember that? They had the House. They were in control of everything. So why didn't this all come forward then? And remember when they took shots at Trump, when he almost lost his life, when a bullet pierced his ear? They really didn't even have to go through that extreme. All they had to do was release those Epstein files, the ones they claim that they already had, but they didn't. Now all of a sudden, these things are released. And keep in mind too, that out of all the people, the pedophiles that were in these Epstein files, the only ones that they're talking about is Trump. When Biden had videos in front of the world, he was sniffing on little girls' hair, was feeling on little girls, was saying how he loved children. And the Democrats had no issues with that. They justified it. I recall on TikTok when I posted that video, of course, TikTok removed it. They flagged it and removed it. YouTube flagged it and removed it. But now it's all over social media. It's on YouTube, it's on Instagram, it's on X, and everybody's talking about Trump. And New York Times, I don't know if this is a legitimate cover of the Times magazine, but they got him down as the pedophile of the year. I think it was either pedophile or pervert of the year. This is what they're saying about Trump. This is all political sabotage. That's all it is. They're not talking about anyone else. And you know, I posted some of those Epstein files on my X. Now you can go there and check it out. I think I got the link on the bottom here. Also, go and check out my music. There's a lot of music I made. It's on streaming platforms. It's in the links right in the bottom here. Go check it out, YouTube. But you know what made me think that these so-called Epstein files are fake and concocted? Just like the whole Russia hoax. All of these things that they said about Trump. Number one, I don't know the man's personal life. I don't know what he's done in his past or what he does behind closed doors. But from the Trump now, the image that he portrays, and I'm not saying he's a perfect man, but that just doesn't seem like that's in Trump's character. You know, the stuff that they're saying that he did, it just doesn't match his character or his personality. It just doesn't. You know, he's got daughters, he got children himself, he got sons. See, a lot of that stuff don't even make sense to me. And again, I think this is stuff that they would have already brought forward if there was some truth to it. Everything you're hearing now, if it was really true, the Democrats would have used that a long time ago. Instead of trying to take him out with a bullet, all they had to do was release those files, unredacted, because they had the power to do it. All right? But they didn't do it. And on the one that I posted on X, What's interesting to me that it was saying that Trump, the President Trump did this and Trump did that and Donald Trump did this and President Trump did that. And then it started mentioning Trump's children by name. It mentioned Elon Musk, all of Trump's family members, right? But it didn't mention anybody else. Didn't mention Bill Clinton or anybody else that did something wrong. Didn't mention Biden. It didn't mention the celebrities. Just Trump, Trump Jr., Ivanka, all of Trump's family, and Elon Musk. That's who they mentioned. And they kept saying Donald Trump, the president, President Donald Trump. So the thought came to my mind was Trump president at this time? Because if these were Epstein files, and if it happened before he became president, why in the Epstein files does it say Donald Trump the president or President Trump? When exactly were these files, these alleged files, written that would cause Epstein to say Donald Trump the president? Because when these incidents occurred, these alleged incidents, he wasn't president. I think I saw some dates back in like 2004, 2005, in that area. Trump wasn't president, was he? Was Trump president back then? But again, these Epstein files, and also there were some files that were released before where Epstein had an issue with Trump. Trump kicked him out of Mar-a-Lago or something like that. So Epstein had a beef with Trump. So all Epstein had to do was work with Trump's enemies. We all know how that game worked. But I think this is all just a political stunt. It's political. The midterms are coming. Okay? The midterms are coming. They don't like what Trump is doing with ICE and with the illegal migrants, which is the Democrats' voting base. And I still say that no Black American, no foundation of Black American should be supporting the Democrats, nor ICE, nor illegal migrants, because they are there to replace your votes. They're there to replace you, right? So you out there talking about like, I'm with the immigrants. Well, you with destroying yourself, man. It makes no sense to me, but you guys do what you do. That's your choice. But this is all a political stunt, because this is stuff, if it was true, they could have brought that out a long time ago instead of right now when the midterms are right around the corner. Trump just recently did a rally. And now all of a sudden, we're going to release him. And they got some little redaction going on around it, some names. And all you see is Trump, Donald Trump, President Trump, Donald Trump, the president. You guys can't see that? You can't see that these are lies? And Trump don't seem to be worried about it. You know what he's going to end up doing? Just like the last time, he's going to end up suing the Times. If that article I just witnessed, that article I just saw, if that's true, if that's a real Times cover, then watch, Trump is going to end up suing the Times magazine. Watch what I tell you. Watch what I tell you. But this is all a thing to bring Trump down. I don't believe it. And if that stuff did happen, God is going to deal with that. But it just don't seem like the stuff that they're saying he did. Another thing, too, is this unidentified girl that Trump, that was forced to top Trump off. This unidentified child that allegedly did these things. How did they know she was 14 years old? Because right after they say this unidentified, underage girl was forced to do things on him, then later on, this 14-year-old girl, if she was unidentified, how did you know she was 14 years old? Just think for a moment. Think. Don't allow your Trump derangement, man, to... What more could I say? You're going to believe what you want to believe. You're going to believe what you want to believe. But nobody questioned Biden when he was sniffing on these young girls and kissing on them. Nobody's talking about anyone else that's in those alleged files. And you can't even see that these are all concocted. I should produce my own Epstein files, and I wonder how much money I can make off of them. Just redacting stuff and making up stories. In the age of AI and people posting videos that almost look legit, and you guys are going to believe these alleged Epstein files that they took forever to release, when the Democrats could have done that when they controlled everything, and they weren't getting any type of resistance from the Republicans, because most of the Republicans, or a lot of the Republicans, are rhinos. So, but you guys believe this lie.